All right, everybody, good evening. Welcome to Against the Public. I'm Dana Lane. Shaping up to be a terrific Friday. We've got one winner in with Cornell already. We're looking for a few more to get our college basketball three-pack cashed, and I appreciate everybody that came over from the NBA to get involved with my college basketball three-pack today. We'll be back to the NBA soon enough, but maybe give you a little bit of a flavor of how well we're doing in college basketball and hopefully put some money in your pocket. We are the only show to analyze early betting patterns by the public. We've done that once again tonight with some early selections for Saturday. I always try to get those early plays out of the way and give them out as free winners so you can put some money in your bankroll early on. And then, if you want to join me for the rest of the day, please feel free to do so. Before I get to your free plays today, I already have my college basketball three-pack lined up, but I actually have 4 games up for Saturday. I like to put one or two more games up for on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So we got 4 games lined up for Saturday. 3 of those are included in my college basketball three-pack. You get all 3 of those plays for $49.99. And, of course, that always comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee that states you must profit or receive an immediate site credit for the purchase price. If you don't want to mess with the individual games and you don't want to mess with the three-packs, guys, the only option this week is to get involved, lock yourself into one of those all-access passes where you get every single one of my plays from college basketball, the NBA when it comes back, the NHL, Major League Baseball coming up. You get every one of those plays for one low price. And you can purchase either a 30-day pass for $13.13 a day, a 90-day pass for less than $10 a day, or an annual all-access pass that will, believe it or not, take you through next year's Super Bowl, and that is less than $100 a month. So grab the credit card, throw it on there. We'll pay that off soon enough, and let's roll our sleeves up and start getting to work. This is going to be a great weekend, a massive weekend in college basketball. And even though I'm going to be on the road, I'm still going to be putting games up this weekend. So make sure you get involved on pickdawgz.com. If you're not an all-access customer yet, well, there's plenty of reasons why you should be. And we'll start it off over the last 24 hours. All access customers now 7-3 over the last 24 hours. We added to our 30-day total of 2,186 units won behind 57% winners. That is number one over the last 30 days for overall record. In 2024, I promised you guys this was going to be my best year ever. And so far, so good. 1,953 units of profit. I am the number one overall handicapper in 2024 so far. In college basketball, we've collected 1,335 units of profit with 60% winners. Over the last 7 days, and that's over the last 30 days, over the last 7 days, 63.2% college basketball winners. So when I tell you guys this is the time to get involved with a long-term package, those are the numbers and the reasons why. And of course, those numbers are documented every single day at pickdawgz.com to be as transparent as we possibly can. So let's get to your free plays for Saturday. Sorry, turned my head in a college baseball game. Let's get to your free plays for Saturday. We're going to start it off 12 o'clock Eastern Time. 603, 604, TCU, the Horned Frogs versus Kansas State, the Wildcats. Wildcats minus 1.5, 143 is your total. I would get your money down on this game now because from what I'm hearing, this number is going to move in favor of the Wildcats. TCU is coming off that 16-point win against West Virginia. But that, to me, is not a game to be excited about. West Virginia was disinterested in that game, and really TCU could have won that game by 20+, and they ended up winning that by 16. Kansas State has been impressive with 2 straight covers. Of course, they got that straight-up win at home against Kansas in overtime, and you had to figure they weren't going to be very sharp against BYU, but that game even could have been a lot different if Tyler Perry was more effective from three-point range. I think he hit 1, maybe 2 3-pointers in that game, and that's a guy that they got to transfer from North Texas over to hit the three, be an offensive threat. It's been pretty good there, but the point is, even if he was a little bit better in that game, Kansas State would have either come out on top or been very close to winning those back-to-back games. Very tough coming off of that win against Kansas, understood. So good job as far as getting to cover there at least. I expect them to be better in this game. I expect Perry to be better in this game. I think they're going to go to him early and often, and I think they're going to lean on him. And if he has a good first half, that to me is going to tell me, hey, Kansas State is going to cash this ticket. So we're going to give up the 1.5 in this, and lean on Jerome Tang's team to bounce back after that loss against BYU. Game number 2, 12 o'clock Eastern Time, 6:05 and 6:06. We have the Wake Forest Demon Deacons against the Virginia Cavaliers. Cavs minus 3.5. 131 is your total. This number smells a little bit to me. The Demon Deacons dropped 2 straight ATS. They've dropped 4 of 6 against the number. The ranked Cavaliers have been good against the ATS this year, but they're coming off that straight-up loss against Pitt as a 6.5-point favorite. This is the first time in quite a while that I have questioned Virginia on defense, and the reason is they've had back-to-back poor efforts, and it started off with Florida State, and then you thought, man, they're going to really crank it up against Pitt. Not a good effort against Pitt either. It's reasonable to me to think that Wake is going to do exactly what the Seminoles did, and that is drive down the lane, try to win this game in the paint, which Virginia's been horrible in the paint defensively of late. Get to the free throw line as many times as possible, which is exactly the formula that Florida State used in their win. I need to see Virginia get back. I mean, for 4 years, 5 years now? It is an automatic under with Virginia. I mean, you would see 115s, 116s as a total. And now we're seeing the 131s, and that's telling me, hey, look, I'm not the only one that questions Virginia defensively. It looks like the general public is going to be on the Cavs. 63% of the tickets are on Virginia so far, which if you want to wait it out and try to get a 4 on this, feel free to do so, but I'm still very confident getting the 3.5. So we're going to take Wake Forest plus 3.5 as our second play. And then finally, game number 3, also 12 o'clock Eastern Time, 6:05, 6:06. Texas A&M Aggies versus Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama minus 8 and 159.5. This has been a crazy start to the number because the very first number I saw was 155.5, and I thought, okay, I'm thinking under in that one. And then it got jacked right up to 159.5, and I think you're going to see 160, at least 160 before tip-off. I think this is a great number to go under. This is a game between two teams that have been over teams for most of the season. We know Alabama's an over team. 17 of 24 games this year has gone over the total. These are situations, I've said this in the past, these are situations like where I like to go against the trend, because with Alabama being such a massive over team and Texas A&M being an over team, not massively, but a couple games over 500, you will see this line just get jacked up, which it is, and which I think it's going to continue to be. Alabama just came off of a game against LSU, which bettors love to just think about what they just saw. And Alabama scored 109 points in regulation against LSU. So naturally, this game is going to be bet blindly over the total. Aggies are 300, and this is the flip side of that, because it takes two to tango on these things. The Aggies are 342nd in college basketball and field goal percentage, hitting just over, like 0.2% over 40% from the field. I can't rely, if you're going to shoot 40% from the field, I can't rely on you to do your part to push this over. This is not LSU. Alabama's not putting up 110 points in this game. We need A&M to do their part, and I am just not convinced that we will get that from them. These two teams cashed under tickets in both of their meetings last year. I think you're going to make that 3 straight in this game. We're going to go under 159.5. I wish I could wait, because I know I could get a better number, but we'll stay with the consensus number of 159.5 as of right now. So that does it for today's 3 free picks for Saturday. Go to pickdawgz.com, get involved with my college basketball 3-pack, get every one of my top college basketball plays for $49.99. That comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee. And of course, the all access pass is always available. That is by far the best offer that I have on the table. Get every play. And I know these guys, I hear guys say all the time, I don't like the NHL. I'm not a big hockey guy. Or, I like the NBA, but I don't like college. Guys, it doesn't matter where the money comes from. As long as the money comes, it doesn't matter. You don't have to watch the game. It's like the stock market. You're not sitting there watching these companies on a daily basis do their job. You just look at the score and go, okay, I've won or I've lost. And that's what I'm asking you to do, even if you don't particularly like one of these sports. But you get all my plays for one low price if you get involved in that all access pass. Either way, I thank everybody that has gotten involved so far. I appreciate you putting your money behind me, and hopefully 2024 has been as good to you as it has to me. So let's have a terrific weekend. Let's recap our free plays one more time. Kansas State -1.5, Wake Forest plus the 3.5, and Texas A&M Alabama under 159. That does it for today's show. Thank you to everyone who helps continue to make this show grow. And of course, one more time, I just want to let you know I'll be back on Tuesday. Tuesday, you get a free pick show on the road, which I love to do. One of my favorite things to do. And so I'm excited about that. Sorry you can't put together a show because I just can't trust the Wi-Fi. We did it a few weeks back in Anaheim, and it's a complete mess. So for Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Saturday.